Welcome to the Life Lab, the place where we experiment with new ways of living to be more successful in life and work. Today's episode continues our series on energy, and we're looking at something small today that can really add up quickly, and that is the subject of micro stressors. So most days aren't defined by like one big awful stressful event. They're defined by lots of little tiny things that stack on top of each other. So there might be like an email that you feel you have to answer immediately. There might be a meeting request that comes in unexpectedly. Or you might be just about to change tasks and then something turns up which sort of blindsides you a bit and gives you that feeling of being slightly behind. And none of those things are huge on their own, but together they can create this background hum of pressure. And so I notice this in myself, like the little frustrations that pop up, and by the end of the day I can feel really drained without anything major having happened. And it's not the size of the stressors that matter, it's like how they accumulate up over time and they chip away at your energy and your attention until you're really depleted. And what makes micro stressors tricky is that we often don't register them because they're so small. They happen in gaps between bits of work. They might slip under the radar a little bit, but you feel them. Your shoulders might tense a bit, your breathing changes, and you might start switching between tasks more quickly. And each one of those switches uses energy, so things just get worse and worse. And one thing that can help is actually just noticing the small things as they land, not exaggerating them, not spiraling, but just acknowledging where things are taking up a bit of energy. And when you notice that, you can do something about it. You can pause and you can reset and you can stop that build up before it becomes overwhelming. And you can also help by reducing unnecessary friction. So you can turn off like the notifications and badges on your phone. You can have really clear boundaries about when you start things and finish things, and you can plan your day properly so that you're not constantly reacting. And to be honest, these are like small acts of kindness to your future self. So you just get more done and you feel better. So your Life Lab experiment for this week is pay attention to the tiny stressors. Each time you feel a spike, like a notification or an interruption or something that causes a bit of pressure, just make a quick note of it. And at the end of the week, look back and ask like, what drained me that I would usually just overlook? And like, what could I remove, reduce, or really importantly, respond to differently next time? I look forward to hearing how you get on. See you on the next episode.